Lewis, great to meet you, great to see you here. You've come over from Ireland and Shelbourne. Looks like a big step, but obviously one you're ready for. How much are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, look, I'm delighted to be here. Probably is a big step from League of Ireland, but here it's one that I look forward to, and I'm just looking forward to getting going and putting my head down.
You're a young man. You've obviously come a long way in a short space of time already. Just tell us a little bit about your background. Born and raised in Bray, started your football there, and just tell us how it went from there. Yeah,
so I would have played for Bray growing up, under 13s, 14s, 15s, all the way up until 17s. Then I took, it was a bit of a travel for me to go to Shelbourne. It's about an hour away from home, so I went there, went to the under 17s, and then within the space of, I'd say, a month, Damien Duff brought me up with the first team. I've been training with them ever since, and I probably only had a break within the last year, 2 years, where I've kind of got opportunities. But yeah, it's been a good journey for me, and delighted to be here. Yeah.
Just to backtrack slightly and tell me if I'm wrong, but when we read this research, don't even know if it's right, that kickboxing was a big thing in your youth. Is that correct? When you did do that? Did you do any other sport over there as well?
Yeah, so I would have done kickboxing since I was 4. And I'd done that right up until I was about 13, I'd say, and then I had to kind of make a choice between football and kickboxing. But I think that doing that growing up probably played a big part in my mentality as like how I look towards sports, and also known growing up with sports between the football and kickboxing. So yeah.
Certainly, as you say, prepares you for the physical aspect, but I suppose the mental aspect as well. You've got to be disciplined in that field.
Yeah, exactly. If you're being put in that environment since you were 4 years of age, it kind of just drilled into you, and then you bring that along with you throughout your life.
Yeah, and then you went to Shelbourne. I think you've had a couple of loan spells as well out from Shelbourne. Is that all good experience as well, playing men's football and gaining that?
Yeah, so I would have went on loan to Longford when I was 16, 17. And taking that step from playing academy football going up, even though it's not a great standard, like going to play men's football, you kind of get the different sides of the game, whether it's the physicality or different ways to play the game, how to win games. So I went there, and then I also went to Wexford as well. I'd say I was a bit more ready to play men's football at that stage. And then when I've come back, I think it's stood to me big time, the 2 loans, playing for Shells and how it's developed me as a player.
We follow the League of Ireland a little bit over here. We're chatting the way up. It's getting a better, more competitive league. It's a good ground. It's a good standard of football that you're playing at.
Yeah, it seems to be getting better and better each year. It's becoming more competitive in that aspect, that more teams are starting to compete for the league. I think better players, better managers, everything's coming into the league, and a bit more money's coming into the league as well. So here, it's in a couple of years' time, it's a great place to be now, but in a few years' time, it could be even better. Yeah,
and you broke into the first team at Shelbourne, who were going for the title for much of last season, so you've played at a good level there and an expectation to win, etc. You also played in Europe as well. That must have been a good experience.
Yeah, I probably didn't get as much of a break that I would have liked to, but in saying that, any time I've come into the team, it's a great experience to play. And then with the Conference League as well, I played against Carabag, Drita. I've got game time against loads of the teams within the Conference League, and here that'll probably stand to me as a player as well going forward into playing in League One.
And we know about Damien Duff, of course, who was well known over this neck of the woods, played just up the road at Blackburn Rovers, at Chelsea, Newcastle, great career. So I imagine he's passed on a lot of experience, but then equally Joey O'Brien has gone in as manager, and someone we know even better.
Yeah.
He started his career at Bolton Wanderers. Has he spoken to you about Bolton? I imagine you've had chats.
Yeah, we've actually had a couple conversations with him about it. Obviously he was here for years since he was young. But yeah, it's great to have the likes of Damien Duff and Joey O'Brien, who have seen it all. They've played Premier League, they've had a great career themselves. So here for the last 3-4 years, I've been like a sponge around them, just trying to absorb anything I can off of them, and yeah, they've been great for me.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people, top players, have followed that career path, haven't they, from Ireland over to here. Hopefully you're the next on that long conveyor belt of talent. Something you've always aspired to, would that be fair?
Yeah, 100%. I think especially when you're over in Ireland as a young player, all you look at is wanting to go and play over in England. It's what you watch on the telly. It's like a little dream as a young player. So to get here now, play for Bolton, such a big club, here, I'm excited.
Yeah, and with Cyrus Christie here, of course, who's won a lot of caps for the Republic of Ireland as well. Obviously, quite a bit older than you, of course, but somebody you're aware of, I mean, as an international player.
Yeah, 100%. I remember watching Cyrus Christie as a young, like I wouldn't say young, but a few years back down the line, I remember watching him playing for Ireland, and here, it's now I'm going to be training with him or whatever and playing with him. So yeah, it's mad how it works.
Yeah, of course, Owen Toll plays for Northern Ireland, but he's another League of Ireland player. You know, and somebody else again. I'm sure you'll tap into his.
Yeah,
knowledge.
100%. I think he was, when he came over here, he was one of the best players in the league. You'd probably say. So here, that's somebody that I'll be looking to learn off and yeah.
And trying to get his shirt at some point.
And obviously get his shirt, yeah.
Because I mean, you're a central defender, as he is, to add to the competition. You've got a terrific build for a central defender. Just talk about the attributes that you'll hopefully bring to the club.
Yeah, I think I'd like to think that I'm an aggressive defender. I'd say I'm physical. I think I have a bit of pace as well when it needs to be used. But yeah, I'll be looking at trying to make a position one.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a bit of a learning curve, and you've got to find your feet, of course, at a new club and a new squad. But what is the sort of hope that just to get in and train and get your feet into the table, get amongst the lads, and stake a claim at some point?
Yeah, I'd like to. Obviously, I'd like to get in training now over the next couple of days, and then here, once I get a feel for the place, I'll be looking at playing. I think even just sitting in the stands watching the game the other day, I'm just itching to get onto the pitch. And yeah, I can't wait to get going.
Yes, you were here for the Mansfield game, which was a frustrating result, but
yeah.
Did that give you a feel for the place, and you know there's a big crowd in that day, and what it could be all about?
Yeah, 100%. I think there's a nice feel off the place since I've come into it. The people here are brilliant. Even just sitting in the stands watching the game, the fans, they were brilliant. So here, it's something I look forward to, yeah. And
obviously you're going to be here long term, and you've not been here many times, but you've seen the stadium on a match day, you've been around the place, you've been down the training ground. Optimistic that you know that you can do good things here for yourself personally, and obviously with the club. Yeah, 100%. I'll be looking at trying to make a stamp and show the manager what I'm all about as soon as I get going. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to show everyone what I can do and really try and play a part in this.